Incoming message. Hey, guess what? I've got a job that you're going to love. Nice and easy. This is strictly a salvage mission. No crazy shit, I promise. One of those old pre-FTL generation ships from the 2000s. The Mugongva, however the hell you pronounce that, just popped up on my radar. Its disappearance was apparently some big unsolved mystery. Never made it to its destination, I guess. It's just drifting lifelessly in orbit of entire speed. I'll send you to the exact coordinates. It's pretty hard to get a visual on. Probably why nobody's found it before. The sponsor for this one is extorting society from the outer colonies. Here's what the objective card says. Download any log files you can, especially any that can explain what happened onto the ship. If possible, speak to the security AI and look for assistance. It's a good easy gig, and I want you to take this one. It should be essential enough for you. Don't want to hear any complaints. Dispatch control out. Okay then. Howdy the hombres. My name's L.A.zy and welcome to Analogue, I Hate Story. It's basically like, I don't know, an anime kind of type of game. I don't know exactly, but it's been rated pretty high on Steam and I decided to give it a go myself. And this game is pretty much part of my gaming variety, so let's see where this brings us. Connecting. Connection established. Override terminal restricted mode. Last available countdowns. Let's see, download. I don't know what type of game this is and I don't know what to expect, so let's see. Disable AI. Enable AI. Enable AI personality. Use to select a new AI personality. Any active personality must be disabled first. Currently available personalities: Hyunei. Command. Did you can spell it? Enable AI. Help. We don't have any passwords. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. God damn it, what does it want? Oh Jesus Christ, what does this thing bring us? Text speed, no, full animation, English, T-slot. Okay, we don't have anything here. Man, what can we use? I tried every single command there is. Enable AI. Personality. Hyunei is now activated. Now close the terminal with quit. Finally. Whoa! Hey there! Hello? Oh my word, an external connection. Is someone out there? It's been so many years since I've spoken to anyone. Oh jeez, I'm being discourteous. My apologies. Please allow me to introduce yourself. Go ahead, if you please. My name is Hyunei. The star is, of course, silent. It just represents that I'm an AI. I control all the law-keeping systems on the Mugunwa, or at least what was left of them. Okay. Please just excuse me for 1 second, I'll give you a terminal so you can respond. There you are, go ahead and introduce yourself. Well, my name is... damn it. Lars Alexanderson. Geez, my apologies, don't know why, but what you type just looked like garbage to me. Seriously? That's bad. I think there may be a problem with my language parsing systems. Sorry, somehow your info is getting mangled between terminal and me. I'm so terribly sorry. Let me just try something. Can you understand this? Yes. Alright. Very well. Glad that at least. I'm afraid if we can't get text input fixed, it'll have to suffice. I'm terribly sorry. It must be difficult being unable to say anything. This might be difficult then. Well, nevertheless, as the archive system AI, I'll do my best to try to help you navigate these records anyway. Unfortunately, it might be a little difficult since, well, without language parsing, you won't be able to do text searches either. Don't worry though, it's my duty to provide assistance with archive functions. I'll do my best. Right, let me see. I'll try to provide you with a sampling of logs to start out with. You can just show me things that you want more information on. I hope that'll be acceptable to you, and that's all I can do. Well, that's all I suppose. Pardon me. Let me just build you an interface to work with so you don't have to struggle with the terminal. Very well, it's all set. And I suppose this is a little bit awkward, but can I just say one more thing before I get to work? Well, say so. I'm not a restricted person. I'm just very happy to be working with you. I've had nobody to talk to for such a long time. I got so lonely. Having someone to talk to is just really amazing. I thought maybe I never would again. Sorry about the communication barrier, but even still. Geez, I'm babbling. Won't hold you up for any longer. Here's your interface. Hope it's good enough. X slow documents use override terminal. No messages. So this basically is what the whole game. I mean, you just type in things, you interact with whatever, you access log documents over here. If there are any, type the document ID, press enter to search. Block 4. A pack of idiots. Oh man. When our family falls into this line, I just want to be perfectly clear why. It's because Daehyun's sons are the biggest collection of idiots on the entire ship. Father says these sorts of words shouldn't be written down, calling them unfilial, but I'm skeptical. I intend no disrespect to my noble ancestors, but my dead uncle is no ancestor of mine. His family deserves no respect. Well, that's a bit harsh. This has been in motion for years now. It was an inevitability even, that any sons of Daehyun would turn out the way they did. But up until now, to anyone outside of the family, it's been well hidden. Only now is it starting to fall apart in a way that no amount of good politics can disguise. Turning point was this year. Man, the music's too loud. There we go. Turning point was this year. At the time I write this, I'm returning from Sang-jung's funeral. In that family, there were 3 brothers. Sang-jung, the drunk, Sang-kyu, the dim-witted prude, and Sang-min, who despite being the eldest seems to have more interest in cavering with courtesans than creating later. Wow. Noticeably absent from the morning proceedings was Sang-kyu. What he was doing I do not know. Knowing him I can only guess. The affair was made even more laughable by Sang-min and his widowed mother's insistence that Sang-kyung had died of natural causes. Apparently they had even found a doctor willing to put such nonsense on the official record. Well, okay. An unmarried noble managed to drink his way into the grave and only 30 years of age would be embarrassing enough. To brazenly try to hide the obvious, however, that will mark the beginning of the Smith's family fall. Okay. Understood. Oh, hello. Actually, I was just testing that indicator I can see if I could get your attention. I just thought it'd be a good way of letting you know when I have something to say. I mean, like, if I think it's super important, I can always just interrupt you, but, I don't want to distract you if I can help it. I mean, that suck, right? What kind of computer program forces yourself onto you right in the middle of you trying to work? So I'll try not to do that. Anyway, that's all. I guess it worked. Carry on and let's see the indicator again if I want to tell you something. Okay, thank you very much. I'll keep that in mind. Home. Access log documents. Let's see what else we have. I like the artistical style of this game. The usual anime style, you know, but still, it's really pretty to look at. Oh, we forgot that one file. Block index. Block 4. Oh, it's the same. Oh, wait, we don't have much here. Helpful notes. A cliche to remember. Yunae, Namjoon Yobi. Men are honored, women are abased. If you can only remember one thing, remember this phrase. Alright. Kim family tree. Whoa, that's a lot to remember. Kim Jung-soo, Heo Min-young, married 294. Kim Yoon-mi, Park Kan-dae, married 312. Kim Sun-hee, Oh Nam-kyu, married 316. The Pale Bride, Captain Ryun-ho, married 321. Kim Young-sok, Han, married 318. Official genealogies don't list women normally. Wives are noted by their family names and daughters are omitted entirely. These are the relevant parts of what I was able to piece together from records. As far as the official genealogy is concerned, Young-sok is the heir of Jung-soo and was adopted in 317. Names in red are women, means the name's forever unknown. Well, okay. Block index. The new heir. When he died this year, show message. We don't have any messages. Pronunciation, what's this? May. Some very simplified rules to help you pronounce Korean names. Most consonants are pronounced as in English, except for the following that are at the beginning of words. Family names are written in their traditional English spellings. Yo, Kut, O, Kor, I, Beat, U, Rule, Eu, Book, J or Che at the start. Oh man, does that mean I've been reading the names wrong? Oh boy. Oh man, I am really sorry if I offended anyone. Oh man. G or K at the start, B or P at the start, D or T at the start, J or Ch at the start. Okay. Kim Young-suk. Wait, is that right? Kim Young-suk. Okay. When he died this year, my father was an absolute nobody. I don't say this to disrespect his honor, it's the complete opposite. He knew it, and that was a far worse fate than he ever deserved. It wasn't until I was maybe 16 that I ever realized we were supposed to be from a noble family. Certainly we never had much means. Father was a minor official in the interior Jackson spent his last days dealing with minor peasant disputes. Of all the things peasant disputes, with the poverty we lived in, no wonder it's never really sank in that we were of noble blood, not until I met the main family for the first time. They were proud despite the fact that I now realized that they too were suffering from our same lack of royal favor. But I could tell the difference. They hadn't given up. Their son was still alive that time, and even though he was a child half my age, I couldn't believe his confidence. It put us to shame. Absolutely put us to shame. Their son died later that year, and my father died just a few months ago. I didn't know what we were going to do, but Mother managed to convince sister's husband to adopt me to the main Kim family. I don't think it took much. So now I'm heir, just like that. Kim Jong-soo's adopted son. Is that right? You. Kim Jong-soo's adopted son. Not that I have time or position to be proud, but having spoken sincerely with my new father, I think we're on the same page. I'm going to study furiously and I'm going to become a scholar official. What I didn't tell him was my ambition. I won't settle for any peasant jobs. I'll be better than that. I'm not going to stop until I manage to fulfill my father's dream. High magistrate, or magistrate, I don't know how that's pronounced. I won't settle. I will not settle. I think Jung-soo expects me to disappoint him, but I damn hell will not. If I'm heir of the Kim family, I'm not going to let him down. He wants prosperity, I'll give it to him. More importantly, I'm never going to let any other Kim son feel like his family doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Never again. I swear on my ancestors. Never again. A pretty swell ambition to follow. I'll give you that. Okay, let's return to the block index. So, this is basically like reading simulator or what? Dear Smith. Smith, how's that read? Hyunai. Okay, whatever. Let's Smith Kyung Sam. I don't know why you insist on putting this all in writing. We could just have a perfectly good conversation. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy to do it. Whether you want, you're the man. I just think it's a little weird, I don't really get it. Anyway, as to your question, you're spot on about the pale bride being the focus of attention in the royal family. Not for the reasons you wanted, though. I don't know where you heard those rumors. They're so not true. That girl a troublemaker? No way, I don't see it. Like it's not even convincing as a rumor. That girl is the most polite, most obedient person I've ever seen in my entire life. The idea of her fighting with her husband is completely unimaginable. In over a month I've never so much as heard her raise her voice in disagreement. She's quiet, courteous, does everything she's told without even the slightest hesitation. I'm sorry, but there's just no way you could possibly explore any drama here. This is as undramatic a situation as it gets, especially now compared to what the situation with your cousin and that courtesan. Don't get me wrong, she bugs the hell out of me. The girl is just too perfect. She's young, she's beautiful, she's demure, to the point where I don't even think she has a personality of her own. But she also gets along perfectly with the queen. Of course, she commands all the attention of the emperor. Like, can you blame him? I'm sorry, but there's no way he's ever going to be anything but extremely grateful to the Kim family for giving her over. Alright, some kind of royalty thing going on here? That's pretty much what I'm guessing from reading so much. Okay, last block. Marital Admonitions, Part 7. Yujiwa. To the woman who will marry my husband, but please do not think that all of this is meant to say you will be unloved. You may be a second wife, but you are still the daughter of a noble house. That is a precious gift to the Ryu family. My husband has faith that you will bring him a son, and this means all the world to him. Nor am I jealous, for you will relieve a heavy burden on our house, and for that I am grateful. As proof of his affection for you, let me share with you one secret, which I have been permitted to tell only you. In honor of you, my husband, in his capacity as Captain and Emperor, has permanently changed its admin password to your birth name. My new sister, you will be brought into the Ryu family not as a mere lowly woman, but a symbol of power in the inner chambers. You will not only represent the continuation of the Ryu bloodline by providing him a son, but your very name will represent the power of the captain's computer. Understand this, pale bride. Your duty may be great, but you will be loved. Alright. Is that it, basically? Pale... oh. Man, I can't write for shit. Pale bride. Okay, anything else we need? Password, Sue, password. Nope, definitely not it. really thought the pale brow was gonna be it. Messages. Sir Smith. Man, any idea what I'm supposed to do here? Jesus Christ. So basically, this is kind of writing puzzle game or whatever. Let's speak with her. If you look in your interface, once you open the document, you can click on that little button of me to show me whatever it is. So which subject do you want to know more about? Dear Smith. Let's show it to her. Oh, written by Mute? Whoops, I'm sorry, I don't really know how I got that in there. Yeah, don't pay any attention to that, sorry. None of that really matters. Just go ahead and remove that. Really, I'm not normally this much of a klutz, I swear. If you say so. New heir. What can you tell me about this? Well, I suppose I can give you more about Young-Sok. I don't know. I don't think you'll really find it very interesting, but here, you can see for yourself. Okay. New happiness. Dearest mother, finally I believe Young-Sok has... Damn it, how do you pronounce that? God damn it. Young-Suk's wife, dearest mother, finally I believe Young-Suk has grown comfortable with me. All it took was some time for me to earn his trust. Learning how to read by watching over my husband's shoulder is how I envision spending my first year of marriage. I can't complain about anything that makes me spend so much time with him though. We've talked and decided we won't try for his son right away. Right now he's just not ready for it. That aside, things are good. This is what married life is like. I think I can be happy with this. We're getting along well and I like him. Perhaps it's not quite what I was led to expect, but it's still good. Domestic bliss indeed. Last week, Young-Suk was reading over some papers for a dispute that Magistrate Park was deciding on. You wouldn't understand the details, but it was essentially an argument between a farmer and his lord over a sum of money after a particularly poor harvest. I think I will tell the magistrate that the farmer is right. His claim is fair, he told me. Might I take a look? I asked. Bemused, he handed the papers over to me. It took a good while studying just to be sure. After all, I wouldn't want to contradict my husband if he was right. The farmer's numbers didn't seem to add up. I pointed this out to him. He not only listened patiently, but had me explain. Then you believe the farmer is trying to cheat his lord? He asked. I did. That's what I will report then. The next day he told me that the magistrate agreed, and never since then he has started to rely on my opinion when it comes to anything involving math. Okay. Kim So-woo, the new magistrate. Let's show her this. Maybe she'll give us any clue. To be totally honest with you, I don't really know what she's talking about here at all. The math thing wasn't really considered very odd at the time. That's women's work, it's just natural. Maybe it's a little weird that she's helping with external matters, but, well, it's not that weird. The part about learning to read isn't that amazing either. It might have been officially frowned upon, but learning to read by looking over her brother's or husband's shoulder was really common. She's making a big deal out of nothing. Well, I guess that's 15-year-old women for you. Okay. What's this? Okay, let me just... Okay. Well, it's true that it might be, as my wife suggests, alarming... Kim Young-Suk. Well, it's true that it might be, as my wife suggests, alarmingly serious. It's hard to argue with enjoying a nice meal out if it means cultivating Magistrate's Park trust even more. Just having the invitation alone is a pretty good sign. I assume we will be going to his house after finishing with the day's affairs. Pardon me, but instead, he led the other way. Oh, you do not want to visit there. My son has a newborn child who is very unconducive to entertaining guests, I'm afraid, he said with a laugh. Surely you understand. Instead, we headed to the plaza. Outside the occasional New Year's festivals, when I was a child, I had never actually been there before. I never had much of an eye for details at the time, so I was surprised to see now just how richly decorated everything was, for what was essentially a giant market. Beautiful floral arrangements adorned every stall, wall, and partition. And rather than the commotion of the crowd, all I could hear was the sound of peaceful music. It was still, of course, a market. There were no merchants loudly hawking wares, and some of the prices on the signs I saw would make the emperor blush. In that atmosphere, we ate together at a public house and defied my expectations. Food was both plentiful and far better than anything I have ever had in any of my houses. If this sounds indulgent, it absolutely is, and I definitely don't plan on telling anyone details like this. The only thing I plan to repeat from this evening is what the magistrate confided in me. That when he was removed from his position, he'd like to recommend me to fill his place. I would be young for the position, but it would be a great stepping stone to the one I'm dreaming of. I remain calm since I'm good at that, but it's best news I've heard in my life. What do you have to say about this? The Plaza sounds like a really interesting place, doesn't it? I mean, I wouldn't really know personally, but as I understand it, it was a big place for celebrating festivals. Really surprising to see. You'd leave one of the few tiny modern historic white corridors that lead to it, and suddenly there was this huge open space filled with all sorts of colorful signs and vendors. I think proper gentlemen were supposed to be more modest though, so they wouldn't really want to associate with that sort of thing too openly. Okay. That kind of doesn't help us, but I guess we're gonna have to figure out on ourselves, but we're gonna do that a bit later. Okay, 2% unlocked, only a few hours played. Okay, I'm gonna leave this video here. Like I said, there isn't much gameplay to it. It's basically kind of like a reading simulator and a puzzle solver as well. I don't even know what our objective is. Wait, the objective is listed over there. Downloading any log files. But still, it is a very interesting game. The reading got me into it. And the artistic style from even just her is pretty amazing to look at as well. So yeah, I'm gonna continue this next time. So until then, that's it for this video. Thank you all who watched, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.